Snowdrop tributing the Petal. Petal's not going to be coming back after the Petal. Already searched for a Rika, so it's not too big of a deal. Searching for another Con. We are now going to link this up into the Sun, Vine, Dryas. Dryas in the Action Monster Zone, if used with a Loki to summon it, it's going to be searching for a Sunavalin, spell, or trap. And this card is very weird. This card is, you declare a card name, excavate the top card of your deck. If it's the declared card, add it to your hand. So you will call it wrong on purpose because I like to call GG easy. You otherwise send it to the graveyard, and if a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard by the card effect, which would be this effect, you could detach a material to target a card in the field and place that on the top or bottom, essentially bricking the next card drawn for the stun deck. He called GG easy. He copied me. Let's go. Necro Valley to the top of the deck, and just like that, wow, Duber, you are a real one with that 2-0 victory. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Wait, this is Buster Blader. I don't even know if there's Bestial. I just said there's Bestial without even knowing. I'm just assuming. That's a lot of Bestials, and they're all hard once per turn, so multiple copies, even better. Sending Dragon Roar with the Batteryman Solar to then banish it, to then trigger its effect to summon a Thunder Dragon from the deck, is now going to be thwarted by the Called by the Grave, which we could stop the Called by the Grave by banishing our Roar with another Bestial, but it's not a quick effect unless the opponent controls a monster, which they do not. So you can't do it. We can't stop the Called by the Grave. You could try in TCG, though. Fingering the Roar, negated for 2 turns. Now, do we Ash Lubellion? We do not Ash Lubellion. What do we have? If we hold on to the Ash, we'll have the Ash for Max C. Banishing to summon, activate to search during the end phase, and get poking. I don't think there's any light or darks to banish to get even more damage on the fields. Striker Dragon on summon will be searching for a field spell. How disruptive is the Bestials versus Dragon Link? We have the Absorrouter activating to search, which does not get stopped by a Bestial. We still have our normal summon. We have Boot Sector launch, which could summon from the graveyard our Rocket Tracer, which we are going to now banish before you get to summon. All right, very good. Instead, we're going to normal summon our Rocket Synchron, which will special summon the Absorrouter, which we're going to Bestial number 2, banish again. This has been incredibly disruptive. The power of Bestial stopping the summon of Rocket Tracer, which would be able to pop the field spell to summon a level 4 non-tuner from the deck to make the Chaos Ruler. That play's been thwarted. We then have the Absorrouter, which would have been special summon to make it level 8 Synchro again, banished from the grave. And now he's got to be thinking, you're out of Bestials, right? There's no way you have a third Bestial. He does. We are going to be Prologue of Destruction, special summoning Buster Dragon. And we're going to be using the effect of Baldrake. When a monster summoned from the extra deck, we could tribute a light or dark to banish it. Well, this is not good. And then Druid Swarm being tributed for the Baldrake is going to send a special summon monster on the field to the grave. This was all Bestial. I can't believe it. Melffy of the Force will be searching up a Melffy to summon that caddy during the end phase if we already used up our normal summon, which we have already done. Ronin Toadin is not a once per turn effect. It will continually resummon from the graveyard as long as we have frogs to banish. Masquerena will be linking up during the opponent's turn, and Caddy, if the opponent summons, will then allow us to go into a Herald of Arc Light. Ooh, Max C. We got called by to stop the opponent's Ash to stop our Max C. No Ash in sight, no cross out Designate. Unexpected Die, special summoning a Loki from the deck, triggering the Caddy to search for a Nimble Beaver, which that should tell you he already has the Penny. He is going to activate the Triple Tactics talent to take control of a monster, non-target yoinkage. We could take control of the untargetable Masquerena if we want to. Now, Elf Reborning Sprint is a big deal. The thing is, the sprint states that, let's read the effects that it's going to be doing. If a monster is special summoned, including you special summoning your Herald of Arc Light, you could then detach a material from your Melffy Forest to then target any monster on the field and return it to the hand. So we could initiate the sprint whenever, or the opponent could trigger it. Very cool. Only summonable if the opponent had a monster, and I can't believe it's Royal. Wait, Royal Elf, Royal Sprint. Cock, you did not spam craft for Royals, did you? We're going to be summoning so much under max C. I can't believe it. We have Adventure in this deck, and that's pretty cool. And we could penny with the Sprint effect right now, right? It's anytime during the turn, not during the main phase. We have Jasmine now. Jasmine is here. He's just letting him special summon. Sure, be free. The joke's on you, though, because this will lead into a Cactus Bouncer stopping you from special summoning. And if you can't special summon, I don't think you have an out to the Cactus Bouncer. So you might be in trouble if you let them fully cook. We are not going to allow the full cook. We're going to negate and destroy, but the Sunvine Sowing will protect from destruction. Ash will negate the ability to special summon a plant from the deck. Jasmine, when you gain life searches, and if you tribute, you then get to special summon. So 2 very good effects, and multiple Jasmines can use their multiple effects. We're going to tribute a plant to special summon the Mudon. Mudon's going to activate to search for a Ricka spell or trap. Con will allow us to tribute cards the opponent controls when activating an effect that would tribute a plant. We're going to make the Herald of Arc light. Anything sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard is banished instead. We're going to special summon Princess. We're still under the max C. Herald of Arc light is going to negate the activation of the Con and destroy. Still have a normal summon. We're going to make Sunvine Melius. Melius reborn the Loki from the graveyard. Shokan into the Resurgent. Resurgent can quick effect spin a monster the opponent controls back to the hand. Normal summon the Cactus Bouncer. And this is it. While another plant is on the field, neither player can special summon monsters. What is our out? We cannot special summon. Neither player. Beaver, no effect, but we could smash it off the field. Hold up. Smasher states that you must banish a level, rank, or link 2 monster you control to banish one card your opponent controls. We can't do both. So it's not going to banish. Wow. Oh my god! A full maxi challenge into a Cactus Bouncer, and he scooped! No way! And we got Max C to chain to that fusion and no way to stop it. So that's going to be good. Beatrice could send Scream already searched. So what are we going to be sending? Didn't Scream already activate? I think so. No, it did not. It did not. This is the first time Scream activation to now search for the crime. So we have negate anything and spin it back into the deck. We're playing right into the big ball, though. The ball turns off crime, turns off Sulliek, turns off our negates. That is troublesome. Just like that, our back row is useless. And we got evenly matched. Oh, no. And Necromally states that neither player can move cards out of the graveyard. You also can't banish from the graveyard. We are going to be searching for another Necro Valley. We already used up our normal summon. We have Macrocosmos ensuring that everything gets banished. We have double Crackdown to double steal a monster. Multiple copies can activate multiple times. Sharon is going to be banishing nothing because it can't be sent to the graveyard. If the card you discarded did not go to the graveyard, we're going to take control of the 1850 Fairy Tale Snow. Crackdown stealing the Sharon. And Sulliek is going to chain negate the Snow. Just to get the Sharon banished so you don't take control of it. Sure. 4,800 attack. Gren Maju stun beatdown. The picture of the deck list, this would be representing it. Gren Maju stun. We got a normal summon Sharon. Solemn Judgment negating the summon so you cannot negate the Gren Maju with the Sulliek, protecting it. Can't Solemn Judgment negate the effect of the Sulliek, so that was the last moment to do so. Foolish Burial into nothing, and just like that, Tupac with the 2-0 victory, knocking out Tearlaments. Let's go. We are emergency teleporting, chaining the Max C, negate with the Ash. Is this a pure P.U.N.K deck? It looks so to me. And every Duelist Cup or World Champ qualifier that's been happening, a pure P.U.N.K deck has been dominating every event. I don't know if it's the deck or the player, but it's insanity. It's got the power to be good in anyone's hands, I believe. The Ogre Dance is going to be searching for the Deer Note. Now we're going to be using the P.U.N.K Jam Extreme Field Spell, banishing a P.U.N.K to special summon a P.U.N.K. We're now going to use the fusion summoning effect of the Sharakusai to make our Rising Carp. Rising Carp will tribute itself to special summon 2. That is, I would say, the choke point for Ash. That is when you Ash. We are now going to make Chaos Ruler. Chaos Ruler, top 5 cards of the deck is the Deer Note, reborns the Sharakusai from the graveyard back onto the field. Now, what light or dark are we adding among those 5 as the rest gets sent to the graveyard? Assault Synchron in the grave. When the Chaos Ruler gets banished after leaving the field from reborning itself from the grave, it will instead be special summoned back on the field through the effect of the Assault Synchron. We have Bestial Lubellion tributing the Chaos Ruler to special summon, and because the Chaos Ruler was tributed, the Assault Synchron is going to banish itself to reborn the Chaos Ruler as the Bestial Magna Hut banishes to stop the summon. Magna Hut activating to search during the end phase. We're going to use the Serenir to banish our own Serenir to come forth and summon. Now, it's worth noting, we could have banished our own Chaos Ruler to stop the Magna Hut from summoning, but yeah, maybe we should have done that. I would say that if you do that, then they keep Magna Hut in the hand, but the Magna Hut's still searching for a Bestial during the end phase, so it's not like you're stopping them from having a follow-up Bestial. They still will have one. Assault Synchron can special summon itself onto the field, but then you can only Synchro Shokan. That is not a problem as we Excel Synchro. This is the new way to play P.U.N.K, and I love it. Excel Synchro, reborning Assault Synchron, and we have Branded Beast, which is going to be, during the end phase, be grabbing a Regained. Now, the Branded Beast will be able to tribute a dragon, which would be the Excel Dragon or the Bestial Dragon, to pop any card on the field. And if a light or dark is banished from either player, you could target that banished card, return to the bottom of the deck, draw 1. And if your opponent summons, we could special summon a Bestial from the grave. All right. What is good? The Excel Synchro could Synchro into a Baron to floor during the opponent's turn, which is what's happening right now. Excel Synchro tributing itself, come forth and make a Stardust Dragon, which will then Synchro into Baron de Fleur. Omni Negate. Druid Swarm successfully banishing the Foxy Toon, and because you banish, we're going to be returning to the bottom, draw 1, and because you summoned, I'm going to summon a Bestial from the grave. So we are drawing, we are summoning. That Bestial from the grave is not going to be doing much, just a body on the field. Shokan into Codebreaker, just a vanilla 2300, which will trigger the Druid Swarm to spin back the Baron de Fleur. And the Baron de Fleur is unaffected. What was that? The Excel Synchron effect? Monsters synchro summoned by this effect are unaffected by the opponent's card effects. Oh my Jesus. What the? Unaffected Baron de Fleur. Didn't even care to negate because we were unaffected. Well, damn.